guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Anastasia here with this week's Teen Mom Recap. Before I get started, I would love it if you guys would go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every single week about Teen Mom OG, Teen Mom 2, news going on in the reality TV world. If that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and subscribe. In addition to that, if you want to find out how you can get 3 months for free of ExpressVPN, go ahead and click my link in the description down below, ExpressVPN/Anastasia Recaps. I also have a video linked down below where I will tell you more about that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Ashley wants to throw a surprise party for Bar for passing his GED. I mean, people throw gender reveals. You can really celebrate anything nowadays, I guess. She wants to put her pride to the side and invite Bar's family to come to the party, despite all their past differences. Her sister Chris agrees that it's great of Ashley to try to include Bar's family in their events. We're on the same team at the end of the day. Jeremy told Leah that he had COVID, and here's what Leah had to say about that. Jeremy was telling me it could be a false positive. I'm like, bro, no, I've taken enough pregnancy tests in my lifetime. We love to see the self-awareness. So me and Addie are still quarantining here at home while the twins are with Corey. I couldn't believe when Jeremy said he tested positive. I wanted to punch him in the face. Can't blame her. After all, Addie is still under his insurance. Can't have him dying. It's been a while since Briana had an old-fashioned, disgusting hookup with Lewis, meaning it's about time that Briana found a new man. And she does, and his name is Javi. Don't get too excited, it's not that Javi. He's cheating on his fiancée with other girls now. No, this guy is Javi number 2. I think he's Javi Gonzalez. He has 2 kids, and he's a tattoo artist who looks like he's in his 30s, but he doesn't say his age. He has face tattoos, neck tats, ear tattoos, but he also has a job, which is more than we can say for most of Briana's exes. Javi and Briana have been hanging out for about 6 months, but they aren't serious yet. She says he looks rough around the edges, but he's a very nice guy. They met by him starting to do tattoos for her, and now he's doing her sleeve tattoo. Briana goes to see Javi with her friend Shay, who looks a lot like Ashley's friend and one of Jade's friends. Like, this literally looks like the same lady in a wig, but anyway. Javi is supposedly not so big on filming. On their way there, Javi texts Briana that he's not ready for the cameras and he's uncomfortable. They arrive to his tattoo shop and Briana's suddenly camera shy. She's like, yeah, I can't do this, and she tells him to stop filming, and Javi lets her inside the shop without the cameras. By the way, whoever writes these MTV captions is shady as hell. It says Javi, and then right under that it says Briana's friend in little quotation marks. Very funny, MTV. Like, hint hint, wink wink. We know you're banging him, Briana. Kale takes Lincoln and Lux to their sports. Maybe I just don't hang around a lot of kids, but I've just never seen kids this young play tackle football in like full-blown gear like this, and it's pretty cute. It's kind of funny. Isaac's sports that he played were mostly indoor ones, and they were all canceled due to COVID. He's really upset about all his hobbies being taken away from him for the past year, and Kale is worried that he's getting bored. She says, I know Joe also struggled with the same thing when he was younger. They're just too smart for their own good. Isaac, yes. Joe, I don't know about that. But props to Kale for actually saying something nice about Joe. Might be the first time she's done that since about 2008. Next is Jade. The producer's like, girl, I saw a ring. What are you guys hiding? This is big. And Jade's like, it wasn't really a big deal to me. Shawn's sitting right there listening to that. Jade explains what happened off camera last night. She says, he comes in like, I have a gift for you, Jade. I want to do this privately, just for me and you. And he opened the ring box and asked, will you be my wife? It was so random and I totally did not expect it. Yeah, proposal right after you bought a new house. What a coincidence. So random. Never could have seen it coming. Can't imagine why. Anyway, Jade is not completely dumb though. She actually told Shawn no, or a little bit more nice than that. She said, I'm holding off on that ring for now. It's a sweet gesture, but it won't fix our problems. And they flash back to when Shawn proposed in 2018, which I had completely forgotten about. Guess this is the second attempt at an engagement. So Shawn asks her, what are we then? She says, we're homies, and they fist bump, while their daughter walks around in the background. By the way, Shawn's shirt says, I am not a rapper. That is correct. Shawn is an investor. He bought a ring from the pawn shop, and he plans to turn that ring eventually into free housing. Money moves. You know, I like to call Shawn dumb, but kind of knows what he's doing. The cameras are finally allowed into Javi's tattoo shop, where he's currently shaving Briana's arms to prepare for the tattoo. And maybe it's because he's focused on the tattoo, or maybe he's just camera shy, but he doesn't seem very, like, nice or friendly. Briana's, like, trying to hold his hand, and he straight up ignores her, so she grabs his knee instead. All he really does is joke that Briana needs to stop talking, or he's gonna mess it up. Later they ask Briana more about how she met Javi. She found his page on the internet when she was looking for a tattoo artist, and they met to discuss a certain tattoo she wanted, and they just really hit it off and started hanging out. Securing that free art! Nice job, Briana. Only free thing Lewis ever gave you was $5 off admission to his lame DJ sets. They ask if she'll do any more awkward filming sessions with Javi, and she says, "I'm trying to learn from my past mistakes, so I don't know about that. It's hard to film when you're working hard to establish something new." In other words, the MTV cameras are clearly cock-blocking her. You notice all of Brianna's boyfriends are like incredibly awkward in front of the cameras, like except maybe the other Javi because he was already on TV. I don't know if they're all just as dumb as her or what it is. Bar finds out about the party being thrown for him, and the surprise aspect of the party is completely ruined. And not because he stole MTV's footage, but because Shen just flat out called Bar and said, "Hey, Ashley's planning a surprise party, just FYI." What a bitch. Like, what was the purpose of that? Ashley is upset that Shen ruined the surprise, and even Bar can't defend her behavior. He apologized to Ashley that his mom did that, but he says regardless he's still excited. She says, "I'm annoyed, but I ain't tripping. I thought it would be nice to include everyone, but I guess not. We're still gonna party though, I just don't know why she did that." I do, and everyone else does. And that's because Shen is an actual psychotic drama queen who is probably a nightmare to be related to. I mean, I like drama, but I like other people's drama. I couldn't imagine having a mom with that much chaos 24/7. Kale says that Isaac needs an outlet for his negative feelings, and since Kale is already using Chris as her outlet, Isaac's gonna need to find something else. She decides to enlist Isaac to help design his own bathroom in the new house, and he agrees. Leah calls Corey to tell him about Jeremy having COVID, and that their quarantine is just gonna keep on going longer. You can tell Corey's irritated that Jeremy wasn't really following the COVID rules too seriously. Given that Allie has a compromised immune system, he still didn't really care. There was some articles about it. And he throws a tiny bit of shade. He says, "I guess I'm in a way co-parenting with Jeremy now too, but we take COVID more seriously in our household." Jade's friend Chow comes to visit and asks about Shawn's embarrassing proposal. Shawn is trying real hard to pretend that he doesn't care that Jade told him no in so many words. Shawn says, "I low-key, proposed a little bit." And he says it in a super low voice. Like, was it that emasculating of an experience to him? "I got her a ring because I'm not interested in any other girls. I'm committed to Jade fully. I can't see myself with anybody else. The only reason she doesn't wear that ring is because it doesn't fit. Yeah, she didn't really give me an answer, but guess what? I didn't want an answer. I just wanted her to have it." And Chow's like, "What, is it a promise ring then?" And then she asks Shawn if he wants his own place, and he looks at her like she just asked him if he had 6 toes. Like he cannot comprehend such a thing. Own place, what is that? Jade also says that she would make Shawn sign a prenup if they ever did actually get married, but being as she's only 24, she isn't ready to be someone's fiance at all yet. After Brianna gets the tattoo and goes home, she complains about her massive diarrhea. Thanks for that, Brianna. Then she says filming was weird with Javi and she's probably not going to film with him again. She says Javi's nice and he gets me whatever I want and he shows me all the attention I could ever want. Yeah, he's nice, but not in the way that I want. I'll give you a minute to decipher what that's supposed to mean. Because I myself don't really get it. Like, you're 27 and you're still wanting guys to be mean to you? Like, please get help. I appreciate him, but I'm not sure what we are. I need to figure out what are we before letting him into my world. He's given you free tattoos. I think he's been all up in your world already. Kale says she used to cry when her mom took her shopping for household things, so she's glad that Isaac is so eager to help her decorate. Honestly, same. I still cannot get into like the home decor HGTV bullshit. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're not an adult until you start enjoying HGTV. Oh, I thought it was boring when I was a kid. Now I think it's so fun." Like, I guess I'm still a child because literally bores me to tears. I cannot watch it. Anyway, she shows Isaac some tiles and colors for the new bathroom, but Isaac wants to go to the store to pick out something more unique. Ashley tells her friend how disappointed she is that Shen ruined the surprise party. She says, "What was the reason to ruin it? If you didn't want to be involved, you could have said that." So the party happens off camera, and after all that, Shen didn't even show up. Like, wow, that was the surprise, bitch. The party was also off camera, which was a little weird. I guess they figured if Shen wasn't gonna be there, what's the point of dragging a filming crew out to go get COVID? Later, Bar says, "I got into it again with my mom, and I decided she's not coming to the wedding. I just don't want to worry about her messing with the ceremony. As much as it bothers me to say, I just don't want her there. I'm still very excited though." And Ashley tells him, "My family loves you, and you know what? We'll make it work with the ones who want to come to celebrate." And that's all for this episode of Teen Mom 2. Why do you think Shen messed up the surprise party? And what do you think of Javi number 2 with all his face tattoos? Make sure to leave a comment down below, and make sure to subscribe for more Teen Mom recaps every week.